Well, for the latest polls on how Canadians are feeling about the federal government, I'm joined by Nik Nanos. He's the founder and chief data scientist at Nanos Research. Nik, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you too, Andrea.
All right, so let's get right into your first poll. It found that 1 in 6 Canadians were happy with the federal government. So not so good, or not happy or happy?
Well, actually, when you look at that overall mood, it's actually quite ugly. When we ask Canadians what emotions they would use to describe how they feel about the government in Ottawa, a whopping 29% say pessimism, another 23% say outright anger. That means, Andrea, that more than or about 52% of Canadians say something or think of a negative emotion when they think of the federal government. And only 18% were optimistic, 16% satisfied. So the big takeaway here is that when we look at the top number, that it's ugly in terms of how a significant proportion of Canadians have negative feelings towards the government in Ottawa today.
All right, but most of the feelings were centered on pessimism more than anger. So why is that, and what exactly does that mean?
Well, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that probably for many Canadians, they're frustrated with the government in Ottawa and how it's responding to the pandemic, and also there's a significant level of anxiety about the future right now. Maybe this is a bit of a thermometer reading as to how well or poorly our federation is working right now, but still at 29%, it's a significant number, and that 23%, which is 1 out of every 4 who say that they're angry, that's also a very significant number that everyone should be focused on.
Yeah, and Nik, if we break it down provincially, it shows British Columbians being the most pessimistic towards the feds. Can you explain why?
Well, you know, what's interesting is when we look at that thread of pessimism, we see that it's really centered in Western Canada, not just British Columbia, but also the prairies, where the pessimism scores are quite high. The other thing that's interesting about British Columbia is that the satisfaction score is around 19%, marginally higher than the national average, so a bit of polarization there. But if we think of emotions such as pessimism, they're more likely to be centered in the West compared to the rest of Canada.
And what are the trends you've seen by region when it comes to negative feelings towards the government?
Well, you know, over time, what's interesting is that Atlantic Canada tends to be a little more optimistic compared to other parts of the country, although that's still a minority view at around 26% in the latest polling. And then when we look at the longer term trends, you know, the key takeaway here is that, you know, in April 2019, that was also a period of significant negativity. That was during the very controversial SNC Lavalin controversy that featured Jody Wilson-Raybould. But in the trending, December 2020 was the one outlier. You know, we talked about satisfaction now at 16%. Satisfaction with the federal government in December 2020 was 33%. That was when the government was pumping out stimulus and saying that they've ordered lots of vaccinations. So it's been a bit of a roller coaster ride when it comes to the emotions that Canadians feel when they think about the government in Ottawa.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that. Once again, that is Nik Nanos. Thanks, Nik. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.